Hello, happy sunrise and welcome back to my channel. If you've been here for a while, you consider yourself an OG, you already know what time it is, babe. I read books, I read tarot, and I read people. All the newbies that's tuning in, and you don't really know me from a can of paint, baby, that's fine, that's cool, all right? Just letting you know, it gets a little bit chaotic over here, all right? It be a lot going on, but I promise you, it's still a vibe. It's still very much a vibe, so please, subscribe. Now, for those that came over here just strictly for the book content and the vlogs and all of that jazz, that's cool, all right? But it is Tuesday, and all my OGs know every Tuesday, this is my way of pouring into the lives of my subscribers and anybody else that decides to tune in. Because one thing about it, the same way that we feed our bodies and our minds and everything like that, we also have to feed into our spirit, okay? So every Tuesday we do what I like to call Tarot Tuesday, aka Tarot Therapy. If that's not something that interests you, please go ahead and head over to my playlist, okay? Every single thing that I do on this channel is all set up over there. You could click on whatever brought you over here initially and have the time of your life. Otherwise, for those that are here for the message this week, let's go ahead and tap in. Okay, so hey y'all, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I did like a long form type message for y'all, and that's what this one is going to be. We are officially in Pisces season, y'all. So if you are a Pisces out there, happy birthday to you. Happy birth month to you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful birthday. I hope you get every single thing it is that you desire and deserve. Before we jump in, I just want to do a temperature check with everybody. I haven't done this, in a hot little minute, and I like to make sure that I'm checking in on y'all, okay? I want to see how y'all doing. Where's your mental? Where's your heart space? Where's your mind at? How's life been treating you, Is all well? Is it bad? Let's chat it up in the comments. Let me know what's going on with you. Now, y'all know every single time a new zodiac month comes around, I like to start our message off with some affirmations, okay? So I want to see what the affirmations are going to be for the collective. It's Pisces season, so of course a lot of the messages might hit for Pisces people, whether that's sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or stellium placements. But like I say in every single video, we are all collectively affected by whatever's going on in the atmosphere, okay? So you don't have to be a Pisces to tune in. It's Pisces energy in the air right now. So this may affect you in some way. It just may not affect you as hard as somebody that has heavy Pisces placements, okay? So just keep that in mind. And then also just a couple disclaimers. Just remember that time and energy is fluid, you guys, okay? So it doesn't really matter when you're watching this video. This can resonate at any time in your life depending on what you have going on. Also, understand that anything that I'm talking about is not set in stone, okay? Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is the end-all, be-all. You have the power, the free will to change a situation however you want it to go, okay? I'm just simply the messenger. I'm just simply the guide. You take these messages however you deem necessary and apply it to the parts of your life that you feel may need that little push. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get y'all's affirmations out for Pisces season. Okay, so the first card that we have here is I'm a big deal. Okay, so that is one of the affirmations that's here during Pisces season. I am being called to pull one more. I'm trying to move my little plants out the way, y'all. Okay, I'm being called to pull one more for y'all. One more affirmation for this season. Thank you. Okay, we have no is a complete sentence. Today, say no to the things that do not serve you and don't give an explanation as to why. Okay, I'm sorry about the glare, y'all. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. All right, so these are your affirmations for Pisces season, whether you're a Pisces sun, have strong Pisces placements, or you're just watching, just simply trying to get the energy for this particular season, okay? I am a big deal. No is a complete sentence, and you do not have to explain why, okay? Those are your boundaries. It is what it is. You said what it is. Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the overall energy right now. What the energy of Pisces season is holding. Alright, for those that have been following for a while, you know I have kids. So if you hear them in the background, just try to tune them out as much as you can. They're eating breakfast right now. And more than likely, once they're done, they're going to get to singing and jumping and yelling and laughing and doing all the things that kids do. Okay? So just try to ignore them as much as you can. If it starts to get a little rowdy in the background, if it does become too much, I'll be sure to edit it so it's not that bad. But yeah. All right, let's see what's here for Pisces season. What is the overall energy? First card out, we have Destiny that's here. So it's giving Wheel of Fortune energy. What else do we have? We have Memories of Love that just flipped over. I'm going to pull one more. All right, we have Sacrifice that's here. And y'all don't pay me no attention, okay? I know I'm missing 2 nails. I'm in the process of taking them off. These were my Christmas nails, y'all, and life has just been lifing, so I haven't been able to go and get them done again. So I'm in the process of taking them off, okay? And one thing about my nail tech, baby, she gonna put them nails on and they gonna be off, okay? It's not easy to take these things off, so just bear with me, okay? I know I look a little ratchet, but it is what it is. Don't let that deter you from the message. Okay, so I want to make sure y'all can see this. Y'all realize we at the desk, right? If you ain't noticed that, if you noticed that we was at the desk, go ahead and drop a blue heart in the comments. I want to know who peeps seen, because y'all know we've been kicking it on the floor for a minute, because I had all of these books just scattered on top of the desk or whatever. So we are finally at the desk again, you guys. Let's see why Destiny is here. What's going on here? Why is Destiny showing? Ooh, 10 of Cups. The World is at the bottom of the deck. Okay. 10 of Cups energy for Destiny. We got 4 of Wands. What else we got? And we got 8 of Wands. Okay. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I had to go help my children get some clothes on so they could go outside and play. So, back to what we were talking about. I want to get some confirmation cards out on the table for this message. Okay, can I be honest? I mean, I was going to be honest anyway. As I'm tapping into this energy, it's like I'm picking up on this restrictive energy. Like, I don't really know how to describe it right now, but I'm like, this particular energy that we're talking about right now is very, very good. Yet I'm not getting a sense of happiness from it. I'm not getting a sense of like, bottom of the deck is mentally stuck. So maybe that's why. Maybe somebody's in their head about some things. We also have death right here. I don't get that this is like a physical death. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't get that this is a physical death, but I feel like this is death that needs to occur in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. But right up under that is forward movement. So let me just explain what's here. With the Destiny card, the Destiny is like the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like Destiny for many of you is the path that you're wanting to be on, the path that you've been manifesting, the path that you've been dreaming about, the path that you've been, working towards all of this time. You've been visualizing it, you've been writing it down, and whatever that may be. Your path could be something as simple as just, being a better person, going back to school, learning a new craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be anything super duper crazy. For others of you, this path could just be you walking in your purpose, you going, into your career field, you starting a business, possible marriage, whatever that may mean to you. Whatever your path is, only you would know. But for a lot of you, there's some type of mental blockage, or just, and if it's not a mental blockage, it's just a feeling of restriction for whatever reason. I don't know if you're surrounded by distractions, if you're easily distracted based off of what your environment is, or whatever it is you have going on. Hell, if you have children, that's a perfect example. But it just feels like there's some type of restriction here. And it's crazy to me because, like I said, all of these cards are really good cards, because you got the Ten of Cups here. And the Ten of Cups is a very emotionally, it's a happy card. It's emotional fulfillment in a sense, right? You have the joy, you have the happiness, you have the harmony, the love when it comes to whatever this is or whoever this is, right? You also have the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands is like a commitment of some sort, a celebration of some sort. And then you have the Eight of Wands, which is fast moving energy. So it's so many things coming at you, so many experiences, so many opportunities, new people, different things like that, new mindset, new resources. It's just so many things that's coming towards you for you to be able to fully walk in your purpose or fully stand in your destiny, whatever that is for you. But for whatever reason, there is some type of restriction. There's some type of restriction, which brings me back to the overall energy that I'm a big deal. Do you feel like you're a big deal? Do you have people surrounding you that make you feel like you aren't a big deal? Are you in a situation that makes you feel like makes you second guess how big of a deal you actually are, or how you'll actually be able to manifest this because of your environment or your situation? It's like you have bursts of moments where you just you the shit, you're a big deal, you can make this happen, and then it's like reality sets in. It's like, I just genuinely don't even know how I'm gonna be able to do this because of X, Y, and Z, or because I got this going on, or because I gotta take care of this, or whatever. It's kind of like a dream killer, so to speak, whether it's your environment, whether it's the people surrounding you, or whether it's just your own mental. But there's something that a dream killer, the Death card, is something surrounding you, either within you or externally, that seems like a drink. And you know what's so crazy about the Pisces energy? Pisces energy, we refer to that energy as the dreamers. They're very dreamlike. They're always in their own like illusions, so to speak, right? They're big dreamers. They dream big, they create these different scenarios, whether true or false. They create these different scenarios in their minds of how things are going or how they want things to go. You know what I mean? But it's like, I just keep hearing dream killers now. And again, like I said, I don't know if that's the energy that's surrounding you personally, or if that's just an internal thing to where you're constantly killing your own dreams. You're stifling your own destiny. But you are being told that you need to move forward. Whatever this energy is that's keeping you from feeling like you're a big deal, you need to move forward. And it also makes sense why I know it's a complete sentence, because for some of you, I feel like it's an external thing. You're constantly putting your energy towards everything else and everybody else. You are somewhat of a people pleaser, if you even want to go as far as saying that. You're somewhat of a people pleaser. So you're constantly just doing for everybody else, but you don't even know how to do for yourself. You don't even know what to do with yourself. You know what I mean? Or you just don't have strong boundaries in terms of letting others down or saying no to others, or, you know, defending your own energy and space, denying access. You know what I mean? You have to get down to the root of this restriction. Whatever this dream killer energy is, you have to get down to the root of it, because it's time for you to move forward. There's big things that want to happen. And although the world is like in chaos on the lowest of keys, you know, this is still the perfect time. This is the best time for you to get into your bag, whatever that may mean for you. This is the best time for you to be healing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is the best time for you to be jumping into business ventures. You know, this is the best time for you to be becoming a big deal. Despite what's going on in the world, this is the most opportune time for you to be doing just that. So whatever these restrictions are, only you would know, it's time for you to move forward. Because you're blocking your own destiny, or you're allowing your external reality to block your destiny. Okay, so that particular message is whoever it's for. We're going to go ahead and move over on to the second card. The second card could match up with this first one, or it could be a different message entirely. You decide. It just depends on your individual storyline. But we have Memories of Love, and Memories of Love is a very nostalgic like energy. This is too many cards. Memories of Love is a very nostalgic type energy. It's memories. This is too many. It's okay. Jesus, you guys. The energy is like on low, just chaotic. Because why is it so many? The whole deck keeps wanting to jump out. Like what y'all got going on? Y'all are like, and keep in mind, Pisces is water energy. Pisces are very emotional. They're very emotional beings. They're very in tune with their emotions. Empaths, if you will. And it seems like y'all, either your mental or your emotions is just kind of everywhere. And this may not be for everybody, of course. Pick and choose your storyline, whatever makes sense to you. If it don't make sense, just leave it for whoever else it needs to be for. But it just seems is giving either your energy is everywhere, your mental is everywhere, or your emotions are everywhere. Like, what's going on for real? Because the way that all of these cards keep, you know, we got the Page of Swords energy, which is the first energy that came out. Page of Swords. So I'm right on the money as far as restrictions are concerned. Right on the money with that. We got the Star card. Okay, and we got Page of Pentacles that just jumped out. Okay, so like I said, with Page of Swords is somebody that they're in their head about a lot of things. They're very creative. They know what they want. They know what they want to manifest. They know their heart's desires, or they have an idea, an inkling of those things, right? But for whatever reason, they're at a standstill. They're at a standstill with whatever it is that they're wanting to do, needing to do, whatever the case may be. And then you have the Star card, and the Star card is all about deep introspection. I like to refer to the Star card as a baptism, so to speak, because that's the energy that it's giving. We got the Hermit that just came out. That's the energy that it's giving. Let me see what comes out for the Star card. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. It's just so much. Y'all got so much going on. And all of these are emotional cards. Every last one of these 3 cards. You got It's a Party, overflowing emotions, wishes come true. It's like, with this Memories of Love card, y'all's child, I can't even speak. Let me see why Page of Pentacles is here. Indecision. Bottom of the deck is the Fool card. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is like blowing me a little bit, and not because this is a beautiful reading. That's the thing. It's a beautiful reading, but it's just like, it's just giving self-sabotage. This is giving self-sabotage, y'all. So with the memories of love, we're just going to look at this card as your past, right? Because it's nostalgic energy, nostalgic feels, right? So we're going to look at that as your past. A lot of y'all are so focused on the past, and the past could be something that happened months ago, years ago, something that happened yesterday. You know what I mean? And because you're focused on the past or what may have transpired in the past, is stifling your future. It's just the easiest way to say it. And with the Destiny card, that's the thing. The wheel is constantly turning, but whether or not the wheel is turning in your favor, only you would know. Only you can decide. Like I said in the beginning, you have free will, right? Everything isn't set in stone. You're able to shift that wheel in whatever direction that you want it to go in. But with the Page of Swords, like I said, this is somebody that just, you dream so big. You have so many dreams, so many aspirations, so much ambition, so much motivation. For whatever reason, you're just at a standstill. You're in this hermit energy. You're not doing anything about it. Or if you are doing anything about it, you're second guessing every single thing that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And again, this could be a mental thing, or this could just be due to your surroundings or your reality. And that's not to take away from your reality, because if you're somebody that got to work 2 to 3 jobs, that's your reality. If you're somebody that has kids, you might take care of them by yourself. Even if you don't take care of them by yourself, like, that's your reality. There's different things that people are dealing with, where they do have restrictions that's kind of out of their hands, right? But what are you doing about it though? Like, are you finding other avenues? Are you finding other ways? Even if it's going to be harder for it to get done, harder for it to happen, doesn't mean that it can't happen, right? And that's the kind of energy. Is just somebody here is just in hermit mode. They're just not, you know, they're just not. They're either not, or they're just not being consistent. I don't know. But with the star energy, like I said, this is an energy. This is a sense of renewal. You having a fresh start, a fresh chance. You know, you're cleansing yourself off from whatever this energy is. You're cleansing yourself off, or you're needing to, right? With this It's a Party card, I'm getting there's too many people in your energy. There's too many people that have a say-so on how your life goes, where your life goes. There's too many people that have access to your energy. There's too many people that are leaning on your every beck and call. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. And this is what's causing all of these overflowing emotions, because it's just too much. Your energy is everywhere, your emotions is everywhere, and all of those things. And because of that, it's this wishes come true card, with the 9 being at the bottom of the card, is stifling the energy. The energy is not flowing the way that it needs to, the way that it's supposed to. Because there's so much self-doubt here. There's just so much self-doubt here. There's so much self-sabotage here. You know what I'm saying? And the lack of boundaries there. Now, keep in mind, this may not be your storyline right now in the present time. This could be how you've been operating in the past, right? This is how, you know, things have been flowing for you in the past, in past tense, right? Which brings us over to Page of Pentacles. It's like you're focused, or you need to be focused on something in particular, but it's hard for you to do that because there's so much indecision here. You're uncertain of which way to go or what to give your time and your energy to, due to everything that's going on in your life. Everything that's been happening. This is interesting. And this is why the Fool card is at the bottom of the deck, because the Fool represents a fresh start. It's supposed to be a fresh start, a new beginning for a lot of you. But old cycles die hard. The Destiny card, Wheel of Fortune, it's a wheel. Old cycles die hard. If you're not setting those boundaries, or if you're not evaluating your surroundings, if you're not taking heed on the things that you're supposed to be doing for yourself internally, then of course you're going to be on the same cycle. You're going to be doing the same things. You're going to be learning the same lessons. You're going to be just round and round you go on this merry-go-round, on this roller coaster ride that you can't get off of because you're not doing what you need to do. And y'all know I don't like to bash nobody, but one thing about me, when it comes to me and these messages, baby, I'm gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna give it to you raw. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Not really. Because one thing about it, I'm a heavy advocate when it comes to growth, okay? Because who I used to be and who I am now is two completely different people. For me, there is no excuses. I believe there's restrictions, of course, because everybody has their own challenges in life when it comes to their journeys. They have their own hurdles that they have to go over. But that doesn't mean that it can't get done. That doesn't mean that it can't happen. Right? A lot of people become victims to their own situations, or victims to their past, victims to what used to be, victim to the old memories, whether it's good memories or bad memories. You become victims to what used to be and not present enough in your life currently. Is giving self-sabotage. A lot of people are upset and crying in their feelings, and but at the end of the day, what are you doing to make these changes? And if you are doing things to make changes, good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take that away from you. Good. Continue to do that. Continue to stand on your boundaries. Continue to work on your mental. Continue to work on your health. Continue to work towards your goals. Continue to deny access. Continue to cut people off that isn't growing, that's not serving. They're not growing. They're okay they're comfortable with being in the space that they're in now. Right? But you're not. That's the difference. You're surrounded by people that are comfortable where they are. They know what it is that they need to do. They know the changes that they need to make, but for whatever reason, they're just not doing it. They're not doing it due to whatever they have going on, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, you're feeling the tug to go in a new direction. You're feeling the pull to go elsewhere. You can't stay in stagnant energy. You can't stay in energy that's just keeping you on the same cycle. You have to continue to elevate. You have to. And that's one thing about me. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly elevating. I'm constantly ascending. I'm a Scorpio. I can't help it. It's in my chart. It's always like death and rebirth in my life, right? So I'm constantly going through the cycles. But when you're constantly going through the cycles, you realize how many other people surrounding you are still on the same cycles for whatever reason. And it's not on you to force them to grow faster. They're on their own journey. We're just lucky enough to experience journeys with other people while on our own individual journey, right? So you can't force other people to grow, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stick around for their growth process either. You're on your own process right now of elevation. You're supposed to be cleansing, releasing, growing, ascending. This is what you're supposed to be doing as the star card. This is what you've been supposed to be doing since Aquarius season. So if we're still in the same energy, babes, you're not doing something right. There's something that you're missing. There's a lesson that you're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because the spread is good. The energy is good. But like there's just a blanket of restriction. And I want y'all to break out of whatever this is that's restricting you. Which brings us to our last card, which is sacrifices. There's sacrifices that need to be made. You're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to make some changes, whether that's changes within, whether that's changes within your environment. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to make some changes. What are these sacrifices that's here? I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. Jesus. That wanted to come out. Yeah, see? So I do not like this card in reverse, y'all. I don't like that. I don't like Ace of Wands in reverse, babes. So, Knight of Swords. It's crazy. You got the Nine of Swords and you got the Nine of Wands. And nines represent what? Endings. Something coming to an end. A cycle coming to an end. I told y'all energy is just everywhere. Every fucking where, bro. Okay, see, I'm going to take all three of these. All right, so with the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords is somebody that you losing sleep, anxious, overwhelmed, stressed out, depressed, crying, just very emotional. And if you're not necessarily emotional per se, these are the things that's just going on in your head. Like your mental is just going through so much right now that is keeping you from moving forward. It's keeping you from getting sleep. It's keeping you from making changes because you're constantly just in this cycle, just overthinking, right? You're defensive about every fucking thing, okay? You're defensive about everything. Whether you feel like people are always attacking you, people are always against you, or whatever like that, or you're defensive of hearing the truth. I could be triggering a lot of y'all right now with y'all even just listening to what I got to say. You're defensive about the truth. You're defensive about the fact that there are sacrifices that you have to make if you want the life that you say you want. One thing about it, y'all, is when we tell God what it is that we want, you think you just gonna get it willingly? You think you're just gonna get it easy? No. You have to show up and show out. How bad do you want it? Even as simple as becoming a millionaire, because I'm convinced I'm supposed to be a millionaire, y'all. So it's like, okay, if you know you're supposed to be a millionaire, what are you doing to get there? It's not just gonna happen, right? I mean, for some people that does happen, you know, it's rare, but it's not just gonna happen. You say you want to be, you know, you want to look a certain way physically, okay, bet. It's not just gonna happen, right? You got to put in the work, right? You say you want to be a better person, okay, boom. It's not just gonna happen. You got to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You can't have one thing without the other. Or you can't do one thing without the other. Like, there is no fruits without the labor, right? You have to do the work. If this is what you're saying that you're wanting, what are you doing to show up? What are you doing to be the best version of yourself? What are you doing to make this happen? Okay. We also have, damn, that sucks, because this is how you feel. It's really just giving woe is me energy. Woe is me energy. This is happening to me. That's happening to me. This person did this. That person did that. This person don't fuck with me no more. This person, you know, cut me off. This person did me dirty. This person did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, this job, this person, this situation. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much of like, oh my God, woe is me, victim mentality. And I'm not taking that away from y'all. Because at the end of the day, again, that is your reality. Something happened. Something was done. You're allowed to feel how you feel. But a lot of you are allowing those feelings to become you. In turn, causing restrictions. Because now, instead of using this as motivation or ambition to move forward, you're using it as a reason as to why your life is shit. Or why life isn't going the way that it's supposed to go. Or why you can't seem to do X, Y, and Z, or get X, Y, and Z done, right? Some of you are acting first and thinking later. You're doing things without thinking it through. You're doing things without thinking who it could affect. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's affecting those that are around you in some way, shape, or form, or whether it's affecting yourself. You're just doing things off of the strength of how you used to move. How things used to be, how people used to treat you. You know what I'm saying? You're moving and maneuvering through life in ways that you feel like is okay, when in turn is really just causing damage. You're acting first and thinking later. You're not thinking about how these things can affect you. You're not thinking about how these things can affect other people. You're not thinking about how these things can keep you stuck. It's just really what it's giving. Because you're just acting first. You're just doing shit. You're doing shit and you're not thinking about the repercussions or the consequences behind the shit. You're just doing shit. And that's another thing. You need to be more strategic with the things that you're doing. You have to start thinking about what it is that you're doing before you do it. You have to start thinking about how it is that you want to show up, how you want to do, how you want to move, how you want to operate, how you want to maneuver through life. You have to have a game plan. You have to start thinking more logically versus operating solely out of your emotions or solely out of what your thought processes, right? Your mental constraints, your mental reality. Remember, Pisces is the dreamer. Just because you think it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it is. Just because you feel it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it is. You know? We have the Nine of Wands here. And the Nine of Wands, again, is literally the same energy. This defensive energy. You're defensive about everything. You're overthinking everything. You're looking at everybody sideways. There's too many that keeps jumping out of my deck, y'all. Hold on. You're looking at everybody sideways. You're looking at every situation sideways. You're not trusting, you know, the process. You're not trusting of people. And I'm not saying trust everybody, because no. But you get what I'm saying? It's like you're just looking for the next wrong thing to take place. You're looking for the next shoe to drop. You're looking for the negatives in everything for whatever reason. We got perseverances here. Y'all, these cards jumping out like this is really about to make me scream. I'm not gonna hold you. So, a lot of y'all are defensive in terms of, for some of y'all, is your connections. This could be platonic or romantic. And then for others of you, it's just simply trusting and manifesting, right? So for some of y'all, this has to do with your connections. This has to do with the people that you were once surrounded by, or the people that you're surrounded by now. You're uncertain of who you can trust. You're uncertain of who you can let in. And some of y'all, this may be different things that happened recently, or this could just be past situations that you're carrying over. You're saying you want to grow. You're saying you want to be a new person. You're saying you want to start again, but yet you're still carrying the same baggage from however long ago, and you're implementing that in all of these new connections, and you're expecting something different to take place. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And then for others of you, as far as trust and manifestation, you're just so weary and defensive about, you know, the things that you want in life. It's like, you know, you want these things, you know, you desire these things, you know, you feel like these things are supposed to be a thing, but for whatever reason, you're just not trusting the process. You're not trusting, you know, your gifts, your talents. You're just not trusting that these things could take place due to whatever you have going on. Like I said, if this is a mental thing, internally, or if this is just, you know, external due to whatever is happening on the outside, this is what's showing up. Okay, and then we got this Ace of Wands that's in reverse. And with this Ace of Wands, it's like, Ace of Wands is literally the Most High giving you different opportunities, different experiences when it comes to your needs, when it comes to your desires and things of that nature. And I feel like for some of y'all, you're fumbling. Some of you are fumbling. And the reason why I say that is because the card is in reverse. A lot of you have been presented with different opportunities and experiences, and due to the way that you've been carrying yourself, due to the fact that you don't know how to set boundaries with other people, due to the fact that you, and this is not everybody, but due to the fact that you don't know how to respect the boundaries of others, due to the fact that you doubt who you are, you doubt your purpose, you doubt the fact that you really are a big fucking deal, whatever the storyline is for you, right? This Ace of Wands is in reverse. That means you're fumbling. You're fumbling and you don't even realize that you are your biggest enemy. It's not everybody else. It's not the situations that you're surrounding yourself with. It's not, you know, the world is against you. It's you against you. You against yourself. You have to master yourself at this point. You have to really know that you 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 really are that girl. You really are that guy. You really are a big fucking deal. You have to know that. And you also have to know that you know that you know it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to close doors on different people in different situations. It's okay to not want to do it anymore. It might have been fun before. It might have been a good time before, right? But it may have already served its purpose. It's okay to just simply not want to do it anymore. It's okay to just simply not want to be that person anymore. It's okay to just simply not want to allow the same shit anymore. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to like something one day and not like it tomorrow. Right? I think I posted this on Facebook yesterday, but it was something along the lines of God is not going to give you a gift or a talent or, you know, a dream if it wasn't meant for you to have, if it wasn't meant for you to master, if it wasn't meant for you to experience. Okay? You're not going to get those things if it wasn't meant to be. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't mean, and let me be clear, okay? Because I don't necessarily mean like, let's talk about relationships, okay? Let's talk about connections with other people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you, okay? Because, you know, sometimes you with a person and people just change. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really consider, or even as far as like a job, you can't really consider, oh yeah, God gave me this, I'm supposed to be here forever. No, you're not. Like, that's a stepping stool. That's a lesson. That's an experience. You're meant to experience. We're here to experience. Unfortunately, every experience that you have isn't meant to be until the day that you die, until the day that you leave this earth, right? Because things are always changing. Things are always growing. Things are always ascending, right? And the more you change, if the things around you don't change, then they don't come. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about self. Okay? I'm not talking about your connections to others. I'm not talking about your connections to things. I'm talking about self. You are meant to master self. You are meant to grow. You are meant to experience life, and you're meant to have different opportunities, right? And these things wouldn't be placed in your path if it wasn't meant for you to have or experience. But at the end of the day, only you can allow yourself to experience these things at its highest vibration. Because a lot of times we might experience something, but we didn't experience it in the best way that we could have, due to the fact that, due to our own self-destruction, due to our own self-sabotage, we weren't able to experience things that we should have experienced at its highest vibration, right? Due to our own mindsets, due to the energy of lack that we constantly put ourselves in, right? You're meant to sacrifice a lot of different things, a lot of different people, a lot of different ideologies, a lot of different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? There's sacrifices that have to be made in order for you to be in the position that you want to be in. And I mean that in the most high vibrational way, okay? I don't mean go shit on people. I don't mean go out here and be a fucking goddamn menace to society just to get to where you want to go. No, because God don't bless no mess. Okay? When you're being the best version of yourself and you're constantly showing that you're doing the best that you can, you know what I mean? And you know that you're giving it all that you have. You always know. Okay? If you know that you're giving it all that you got, it's nothing that you could do except just let the good times roll, right? But if you are trying to convince yourself that you're truly doing the best that you can and you know that you're not, self-sabotage. You understand what I'm saying? So at this time, you are being told to make these sacrifices. You're being told to start setting boundaries. You're being told to release what does not serve you. You're being told to step up. Not only the way that you're being told to step up for yourself. You cannot be the best version of yourself if you're not stepping up for yourself. Okay? This is what's coming out, y'all. I was not expecting this reading to go like this, if I'm being completely honest. And truthfully, I don't feel like this is a bad reading. I don't feel like this is a bad reading. A lot of people may not like what's being said, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes we need to hear the hard truths in order to go in the direction that we need to go in. And one thing about it, babes, is I'm not going to pacify you. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. I'm always going to give it to you raw. I'm always going to give it to you truthful. And if you decide to take the message, then cool. And if you don't, then that's fine too. Maybe I'm just not the practitioner for you. And that's okay. I don't feel no way about it. Because at the end of the day, whoever is meant to be in my tribe is going to be in my tribe. Whoever's meant to grow from this message, even if they aren't in my tribe, they're going to grow from this message. It just is what it is. But I do hope that this message finds you well. And I do hope that you take what you heard here and you apply it in the ways that you need to apply it. You know what I mean? Because you were clearly meant to win just by the very first spread. When we were talking about destiny, all the cards that came out of there, you were truly meant to win. If you're struggling out here and you're fighting for your life, that's not the path that you're supposed to be on. It's not. And life happens, you know? Based on the decisions that we make and the choices that we make and the paths that we go down, we create different hurdles for ourselves. Life happens. There's nothing you can do about that. But at the end of the day, like I said, nothing is the end all be all. Nothing is set in stone. You can switch, you can, turn that wheel and get back on the path that you're supposed to be on. Because just based off of the first spread, yeah, life is supposed to be glorious for you, babe. So at this point, what is it that you're allowing that's causing you to go down a path that you don't want to be down? And at that point, if it's you need to face yourself in the mirror. And if it's external, you need to make those sacrifices so you can stop allowing other people or other situations to weigh you down. Okay? So, this is what I have for you, babes. So, I hope this message finds you well, child. Okay? I love you guys so much. I do thank you for trusting me with your energy per usual. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, my booking link will be in the description box below. And you can book, get set up, and I'll get you taken care of. But outside of that, I thank you guys for tuning in. And I will catch you in the next video. Okay? Bye.